What's up, guys? Today I am going to be talking about and reviewing the movie Re-Kill. Check it out.
Body bags where horror lies.
What's up, Body Bags? Today I am actually coming at you with another Tuesday review. Today I'm actually reviewing a newer horror movie, 2015 horror movie by the name Re-Kill. This is a 2015 American horror movie. It's one of the After Dark Horror Fest movies of this year. It actually came out a couple weeks ago, actually. And like I said, the title is Re-Kill. It's directed by Valery Milev. He's actually the director of Wrong Turn 6 and a movie called Code Red, which I'm not really familiar with Code Red. But he did direct and write Wrong Turn 6. That's what he's mainly known for. So this movie is actually really interesting. It is a zombie movie. I find it super interesting, though. It was different, and I'm glad it was different because, as you guys know, zombie movies are played out. I mean, they got a zombie movie now called, well, I think it's called like Zombies versus Navy SEALs. I mean, I haven't seen it. Maybe it's decent, but the title just does not make me want to watch that. So this was kind of, in my opinion, somewhat of a breath of fresh air in the zombie movie, kind of these zombie movies that keep coming out. I'm not really personally drawn to to just a zombie movie. I'm just like, I'd rather watch old school zombie movies like Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, 70s, 80s, early 90s zombie movies than any really the new ones. But I was actually pleasantly surprised with this one, and I'll kind of explain why. The setting of this movie takes place 5 years after an outbreak, a zombie outbreak, wiped out 85% of the world's population. So this is 5 years after this outbreak killed 85% of the world. And there's a war going on between the Re-Animates, or what they call the Re-Ans, and the humans. Pretty much they call zombies of this movie Re-Animates, which I guess they were trying to make a different name for them. I just don't know why people just don't call them zombies, because that's what they are. But I think it's pretty cool they were calling them Re-Ans. That's kind of what, it kind of reminded me of Resident Evil in a way, like the Resident Evil movies, how they kind of, called them something different. And this movie a little bit reminds me of the first Resident Evil movie. Pretty much, in this movie, the zombies are actually quarantined off in different zones, and they have the police going around to each zones and killing, like, groups of these Re-Ans, in hopes of stopping a second outbreak from happening. They're pretty much wanting to wipe off all the people, like, kill out all the people that got infected originally and just pretty much start fresh, because they don't want another outbreak happening, which, if you think about it, that is really... It probably wouldn't happen. There'd probably be some zombie or something somewhere infected. Either way, you can't just wipe out 85% of the population is a lot. There's this division. It's called Our Division Frontline. It's the #1 TV show in the post-apocalyptic world. This movie is really interesting in the way that it's filmed, and I'll kind of get in that in a minute. Basically, the movie's filmed kind of like, most of the movies filmed like a found footage style, kind of like a TV show, with a guy carrying a camera around and following people around, following these police officers around that are actually going into these divisions and killing trying to stop the next outbreak by killing these zombies. And it just follows different divisions of the R division on the battlefield, and basically shows you live, uncut, and raw footage of these police officers going onto the field and killing these people. So that's pretty much the whole movie. I mean, that's obviously there's things that happen at the end. There's a plot, intertwined plot with some of the characters in the middle. I mean, you got these different characters of the police force that the camera guy's following around. You kind of get to know. There's this one guy that you get to know. He's a police officer, and he believes that in New York there's going to be an ark that basically they're going to build, and God, he believes in God, and he said God is basically going to want us to get on this ark, and he's going to wipe off the earth, and then he's going to want us to live and to repopulate. And there's a lot of little side stories on this. And then the main guy, he was he was a school teacher. and his family got killed, and he's like the head police officer now in this, going out and killing all these zombies. So there's little subplots in between, but like the main plot is that the police officer's going out and killing the zombies. The cool thing about the way this movie is directed, and the reason I like this movie, or just somewhat enjoyed this zombie movie, was because it's directed first person style, like found footage style, but it's actually, the whole movie is supposed to be like a TV show. Like it's like if say you turned on AMC, let's just say you went, you have cable TV, satellite TV, whatever. You turn on a channel, AMC, whatever. This movie has like shots, like some of the movie is played out like the show Re-Kill. You're watching the show Re-Kill. Like this guy is, this cameraman's following around this guy, and these police officers are killing these zombies. Then it will cut to commercials, which the commercials are really cool, really interesting, because it shows like there's a commercial for this this drug called like Vivitar or something, where you can take it and supposedly it would not allow you to turn into a zombie. I thought that was pretty cool. And then it showed, there was one commercial that showed like a housing community. It's like, come live here. We have 80-foot walls and watchtowers. I thought that was pretty cool. But the whole movie's filmed like that, so it's basically like you're watching a TV show. The whole movie. I really liked that for some reason. I thought that was really interesting, really cool. And the camera guy going around, I think that's, in my opinion, I probably wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be the camera guy following these guys around killing these zombies. There's a lot of hairy situations that this camera guy and these police officers get into. The one camera guy, Jimmy, he actually is the main camera guy, and he thinks that like going out with these guys today would be like any other day. And it ends up being like crazy, like crazy stuff in the movie starts to happen with a lot of these subplots, and the zombies. They come into a lot of situations where the zombies are like cornering them and stuff. Overall, I really liked it. Some downsides to this movie. The camera works really shaky, like super shaky. I mean, it is a found footage type movie in a way, but it was like more shaky than normal. I kind of was getting a little sick watching it in a way. It wasn't like horrible to the point where some people probably wouldn't even notice it. I just really noticed like little things like that, and it just kind of, I don't know, it was kind of bothering at points. Secondly, one of the points that I did not like was there was a lot of CGI in this movie, and the CGI was some of the CGI was really terrible. There were some cool practical stuff, like it showed like some people getting caught on fire, like zombies getting caught on fire and things of that nature. But like most of the effects in this movie are CGI'd, which kind of comes with an After Dark movie, which makes sense. But some of them were just really, really cheesy. Overall, I would give this movie probably a 6 out of 10. I didn't think this was the worst zombie movie ever at all by any means, but it also wasn't the best. It's definitely fit in that midway category. I definitely like some of the elements of this movie as far as like the the way it was filmed, as far as like a TV show goes, and I also like the character development, and there wasn't a lot of background on some of the characters, but I did like the actors that played the characters, and I felt like they played them very well. There's a little bit of cheesy acting here and there, but it's not really noticeable. The main characters are very good actors, and it's really not that bad. But check out Re-Kill. Let me know what you think if you've already seen it. And I'm going to probably check out some of the other After Dark Horror Fest movies from this year. This one I actually enjoyed. I don't know if there's going to be any other movies that are going to be able to beat it, but I guess we'll see. So, till next time, guys. Peace out. See ya.